town, Nashville, Tennessee. Today, week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Tennessee Titans. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go, shot. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Panther 60, Panther 60.
Here's Ward to throw right away. Gets this complete to Bunte. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 2.
Let's go now. Ready?
And here's the give to Spears. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. You talk about this Miami defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass, toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Spears. The 20, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Tajay Spears, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Dolphins, nothing.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Set, hut. Hut.
Devon Achane. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Here we go. Black, 95. Ready.
Off the play fake. Heller. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early.
Picked off by Kevin Winston. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Come on. Set. Bronco 80. 18
Now they change things up.
Ready.
Hand off to Spears. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. When you look at this defense, they've had their trouble stopping the run, Charles. Currently 29th in the NFL in that department.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something that they have to work on and reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back to the quarterback.
Throwing is Ward. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there at 22.
Remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Ready. Cowboy.
Ward. And it's a Titans touchdown. Kyle Williams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
You're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
On first down, back to Achane. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Let's go now. Set.
Achane here will stay on the ground. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Let's go. 60 red. 60 red. Hut, hut.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 38 now, here's second and 5.
Come on. Set. Set. Go. Yellow. 22. Hut, hut.
Back to throw. Heller. And the Titan defense stays up here, and down he goes. Jeffrey Simmons forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Set. Ready. Hut.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. A nice throw there by the 4th-round pick, and he earns his guys a first down.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
Ready. 52 blue. Ready.
They'll run. Achane. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
It's second and goal. Back to the 8-yard line now.
Spike 6. Here we go. Ready.
One more time with Achane. And now move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3.
Yellow. 43. Red. Yellow. Ready.
Looking to throw. Heller. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Tyreek Hill from 3 yards out. And the Dolphins take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. And oh, it's wide right. No good.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
On the ready.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Here we go. Here we go.
Off the bootleg, Ward. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Panther 60. Panther 60. Go.
Now Ward. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Jalen Phillips in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. They'll score on a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 47-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Ready up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
33. Yellow.
Watch the back on his leg.
Cut.
Back to throw. Heller. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over it that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
50. Green. Hut.
From the gun on 3rd down. Heller. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Daniel Whelan now. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 5.
Back. 6.
Now they'll want to do something else. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. 2nd and 5.
Cougar 19. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Hut, hut.
They'll run with Spears. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
The 4-3 defense there did its job, funneled things right to the middle linebacker.
If they do a nice job of playing team defense, everyone takes care of their responsibilities. That allows that guy in the middle to do his job, which is search and destroy.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Come on. Set. Cougar 19. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready.
To throw, here's Ward. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On to punt is Camarda as he sends this one away. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
A run straight ahead with H. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6.
60 red. 60 ready.
Operating from the gun. Heller. This one thrown underneath to Achane. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
There it is, a staple of most teams' playbooks, the angle route. A lot of times you want to take away that inside route by a back, but when they sell it like he's going to the flat, that is tough on inside linebackers. One false step, and that ball's completed.
Here we go. 10 black. Ready.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
White. Ready. Set.
Looking to throw. Heller. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there. 41 yards. And the Dolphins are back within a couple of the lead. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score,
50,
valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for two to tie the game, and it works out. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Let's go.
They had that 14-0 lead, but that has evaporated as they go to work here 1st and 10. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches.
Cowboy 80. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Here's Ward. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Cougar 19. Ready.
To throw is Ward. He's got his target. That's complete. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Titans. Chigakakro, 55 yards. And the Titans have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Looking back to that first quarter, they struggled, but now here in quarter 2, they seem to have some rhythm.
And it really shouldn't be a surprise to us, because when we were in the production meetings, we asked a few of the players about, hey, what if things get a little rocky early? They all said the exact same thing. We're prepared, so we're confident things will work out, and so far, they have started to do so.
Those 3 words we hear a lot: stay the course.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Set. Hut.
Up the middle, H. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Ready, go red. Yellow, 43.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here is 3rd and 5. In motion is Westbrook Akina.
10 black. Hut, hut.
From the gun on 3rd down. Heller. He's got it at the 15. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A gain of 32 that time.
First down. It's a gain of 32. First down, Dolphins.
So how about this for field position after the big play?
Yellow.
Inside the 15 now
set.
as they come up on 1st and 10.
Red, 38. Yellow, go. Ready.
And they'll give this to a chance. And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Set, ready. Ready.
Off play action. Heller. Now, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And he'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. Heller. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Dolphins 14. Joey slide to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
Looking to throw. Heller. Little short pass here to Hill. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Ready. Let's go. Black 40. Set, go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Set, hut. Hey, hey, glue. Ready?
A final shot before break. Heller. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Joey Slide to kick off for Tennessee.
The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line.
On the double.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Down.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
On the set.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Ready. Drill. 52. Yeah, set.
Off the play fake. Heller. And going deep for Hill. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Set.
Back to throw. Heller. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. That third down conversion good for 23.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Come Come on, 10 seconds.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2nd and a couple.
Here we go. Set. Switch. Yellow. Red. Cut.
Again, it's Achane. And he'll go down at the 28.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Set. 60 red. Claws. 10. Hut. Hut.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Set.
Looking to throw. Heller. That's complete to Westbrook-Ikhine. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
50. Let's go now. Ready.
Back to the ground, Achane. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
And now they'll shift things around. He's caught. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Set. Hut. 10 black. Ready.
Achane gets it from the gun. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. Beating the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the 1st down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. Tennessee offense about set, ready to go.
Here we go. Shot. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Now Spears begin to drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That 1st down run could not have turned out worse for a defense, because when they came out on the field, their number 1 mission, keep them stacked up close to their goal line, and at worst, create great field position for their offense.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Come on. Set. Count. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Go.
Right back to
Spears. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Ready? 70 Timberwolves. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Viking 18. Ready,
And now we're running with Spears. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On the
Second and 9.
Ready? 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Ready?
Throwing now, Ward. Here's a screen now for Pollard. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Titans. Tony Pollard, 75 yards. And the Titans have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Now Joey Sly for the point after. He's got it, and the lead stretches to 35-14. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Joey Sly to kick off for Tennessee.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Two yards to go, second down.
Come on, set. Blue striker. Yellow.
Back to throw. Heller. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Ready
This
up.
offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Let's go now. Set.
They'll run for it with Achane. And some room to work.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane, 57 yards. And the Dolphins are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
We see this a lot on third and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And the Titans are going to recover the football. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Get it. Ready.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on second down.
Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 7.
Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let's go now. Go.
Play action now. Ward. That's complete to DK. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Go. Nice. Cougar 19.
Pollard going to try the right side. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Tony Pollard, his second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
42. Dolphins 20. Joey Sly to kick off for
Joey
Tennessee.
Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Check White. Down. Set.
The drive starts with a run from Achane. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Got
So
it.
the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Here we go. Cut.
Off play action. Heller. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. 22 yards there, a first down.
And the Dolphins first down. A gain of 22 yards. And the Dolphins first down.
Ready, set. Hut, hut.
A give, running right, Achane. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
Set, hut. Blue, go, blue, 32.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On the ready.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Come on.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
17. Ready.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Through 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
At the 29-yard line.
Bronco 80. Rig alert, rig alert.
On the ground, Mullins found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Ready.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ward. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Titans. Chigakakro with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Dolphins 20. Joey Sly to kick off for Tennessee.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again. So another loss in the cards as they trail big in quarter number 4.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
Cougar 19, ready.
And now a fake there on the jet sweep as he'll give to Pollard. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Jalen Phillips, the edge man on the tackle.
At the Dolphins' 38-yard line.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Ready. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
They toss it down to Pollard. He spins free. Gets through, and now an opening. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. First down, Titans, gain of 12. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps, because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Come on, set. Viking 18. Go.
They'll go with Mullins. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front, because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now 2nd and 5. Mullins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Here's Mullins. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Khalil Mullins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans start to open this lead even wider here in the fourth. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the first and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
And he will not make it to the goal line. It's his try for two is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Ready.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one with second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Claws red. Down, set, hut.
Back to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Delgado. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And going deep for Hill. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this is a situation where as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental
and look at this. It's a fake. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
take a knee here.
Mike 5-4. Odd. 18. Touch.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Titans, the win is a good one for morale, but little else as they move to 3-8. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, that first win remains elusive. They drop to 0-12 now with the loss here. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.